spent $17,000 on my daughter's wedding, but when the minister asked who gives this woman away, her stepmother of 2 years stood up months ago. My only daughter Emma announced her engagement. As a single mom who raised her alone for 26 years after her father abandoned us, I was overjoyed to plan her special day. Emma's father, Thomas, reappeared in her life 4 years ago, conveniently after she graduated medical school. He brought along his new wife, Crimley, who's only 12 years older than Emma. I swallowed my pride and agreed to co-plan the wedding. Thomas offered to pay half, but mysteriously every major expense somehow landed on my credit card. The venue deposit, $4,200. The photographer, $3,000. The flowers, $2,500. The dress alterations, $1,800. Each time Thomas had an excuse. His accounts were being audited, his bonus was delayed. Crimley needed emergency dental work. I drained my retirement account because I couldn't bear to disappoint Emma. 2 weeks before the wedding, Thomas finally sent a check for $3,000. That's what we can afford right now, his text said. By then I'd spent $17,000. Still I kept quiet. This was Emma's day, not the time for family drama. At the rehearsal dinner, the minister asked who would be giving away the bride. Without hesitation, Emma said my dad and I discussed it, and I'd like him and Crimley to do it. My heart cracked, but I smiled and said, whatever makes you happy, sweetie. The wedding day arrived. I helped Emma get ready, fixed her veil, and gave her my mother's pearl earrings. As she walked toward the aisle, I whispered, I love you, and took my seat, alone in the third row when the minister asked, who gives this woman to be married? Thomas stood proudly, but then Crimley, who'd known Emma for less than 5 years, stood up too, wrapped her arm through Emma's, and announced, her father and I do. The reception was beautiful. I sat at a table with distant cousins while Thomas, Crimley, and Emma took family photos. Nobody mentioned my absence. Later, I overheard Crimley telling guests how rewarding it was to help raise such an amazing young woman. At home that night, I found Emma's thank you note. Mom, I couldn't have done this without you. You've always been there for me. Next to it sat my maxed out credit card statement. The photos were posted online this morning. In every family shot, Crimley stands where a mother should be, and in the captions, she's tagged as mother of the bride. I've never felt more invisible in my daughter's life than on the day I spent everything to make perfect.